What's up, everybody? Welcome to the OSSA.AI X Space. Today, we're just going to cover a few different things. Cole's on the go, so he's on his phone. Cole, you're speaking from the OSSA.AI account, right?
Yeah, correct. I will not be joining from the Cole World account today, but this is Cole World.
Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, just an amazing couple first weeks here for us at OSSA.AI. Super humbled for all the support. Loving that, definitely. And I think today we're just going to talk about creating faceless content using OSSA.AI and what we've seen as a company, the success methods and where we're seeing the most success from people. So, Cole, if you kind of want to just dive into OSSA.AI and creating faceless short form content with it and where the success is. But
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think, starting off for anybody that is just, for anybody that's just joining up today, if you guys have not heard of OSSA.AI, essentially what we are is we are the first platform that truly allows for full creativity and full creative input in creating short form content. And one thing we always talk about is that the content that comes off of OSSA.AI that is generated through the platform by our users is engineered and optimized for engagement. And what does that really mean? Well, what that means is, if you guys don't know who I am, my name's Cole, and it's great to meet everybody here. I have, almost half a decade, if not more than half a decade, experience in short form content, over 7 million followers, 4 billion plus short form views. And essentially, what we've done here as a team is we have broken the code to build something that essentially has deployed my understanding of influence into a platform. And if that sounds a little bit confusing, essentially what it really means is that you're able to create short form content using just a script and some of the parameters that we provide. And what we've really seen over the past couple of weeks is something that we honestly didn't really expect, which is that not only are influencers and people who want to have influence, which what is influence? Influence is essentially being able to have someone take an action that they wouldn't have otherwise, right? When we're at lunch and we recommend a burger to someone and they try a bite and then they go and get that burger the next day, we've influenced them to do a different action. So influence, in the terms of social media, is getting people to like your post, is getting them to follow you, is getting them to do something different. And what we found is that not only are influencers and people who want to garner attention, which is what influence is, it's getting attention, right? Not only have we seen people using it for that use case, but we've seen businesses using it. We've seen agencies start to tap into it. And the scope of what OSSA.AI is becoming is greater than just someone who, wants to create content and monetize through selling a product or through the creativity beta program, which we've seen. We have this massive creator, 70,000 followers on TikTok. One of her videos did, I believe it's at about 200K on TikTok right now. And she made, conservative, probably $150 on that video alone, which paid off her subscription 3 times over, through one video. And that's really the power of influence and what we're looking to provide people. And I just want to be clear, we talk about really what the platform's for. And the platform is not a guaranteed ticket to success. It's not a guaranteed go viral, make $10,000 a month. We've never marketed as that, and we never will. Because in order for us to say that anything's guaranteed, it's to say that there's no control over the output. And that's the biggest thing for us. Is anybody here that's ever had a dream of creating content, that's ever wanted to create content, if anyone's ever saying that this platform is going to guarantee X, Y, or Z, it's simply not true, because there's prerequisites to use our platform. There really is. And that's totally okay. We want it to be like that. You need to know how to write a good script. You need to know how to evaluate your content and come back and generate a better video. These things are all incredibly important to us. We never will lead with anything that's not proof of what we're doing. And the most important thing that Brennan and I decided early on is that we're never going to become a company that markets that these people are making all this money using the platform. If you look back at our feed for the past 3 months, the only marketing that we've done has been based off of proof, testimonials, or results of people getting success through the platform. And the one thing I want to make very clear, and what we found more than anything over the past month, is that people need to have a certain understanding of generating short form content to get the best use out of the platform. And that has always been the goal, because like we always say, the difference between us and all these other companies is that They give you the easiest way to create short form content, but people don't want the easiest way. They want easier or more efficient, but they want stuff that performs. They want the ability to use a platform that allows them to have a greater chance of getting influence, right? So I think what we've seen over the past few months, especially over the past year, is many large companies that you guys are probably familiar with, that maybe even some of you guys have subscribed to, that you use the platform and it kind of just gives you generic outputs, and it doesn't really, you can tell that these companies don't really understand the levers at play when generating influence, because that's what we're all here for, right? So the one thing I really just want to hit on is that what we've really seen is that there are prerequisites to use our platform, and that's totally okay, because in order for us to not have prerequisites to the platform, aka knowing how to write a script, knowing how to be consistent on social media, knowing how to evaluate a piece of content that you generated through OSSA.AI, and it does well or it doesn't do well, and then you saying, how do I get better at creating content? Because that's so important. Because if we were to take the other route of what these other companies are doing, which is lock you in a box, use stock footage, right, do prompt a video and have random outputs, there's really no creative process, there's no control, there's no ownership for the users. So what we've seen is that essentially every single user is using their credits and they're learning, right? There's a learning curve, but it's a brilliant thing that we've seen in terms of individuals who are using the platform, and they are really not only understanding how powerful the tool is, but they're also understanding how powerful it is to be equipped with the knowledge to use the tool, aka, like I said, those prerequisites. So Brennan, maybe you have some follow-up thoughts on that whole topic.
Yeah, definitely. So one thing that we're really big on is making sure that everyone can learn those prerequisites, because it's one thing to come into using OSSA.AI or come into just creating a position of influence on the internet and having those prerequisites already and going through the trials and tribulations to get that knowledge. But if you have not gone through that yet, or you do not have that knowledge yet, we're really big on not gatekeeping that information and making that information accessible to anyone that wants it. And if you have not yet, I would highly recommend that you go through the course that Cole has built, because if you take that course and you take that course serious, you will come out the other side with the prerequisites to building a page on social media and gaining influence. And it's extremely important that you understand this stuff. And we've laid it all out for you for completely free. And so you don't need to be an OSSA.AI subscriber to get the course. You don't get any more course content when you are an OSSA.AI subscriber. Information is completely free here, and it will remain that way. There's no private Discord group for the people that subscribe to OSSA.AI, because we don't want to gatekeep information. We want information to be accessible.
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
To anyone that wants to actually learn. You don't need to be an OSSA.AI subscriber to use and leverage the information that we've put forward facing. So highly recommend taking that. If what Cole's saying, you're like, okay, that's cool, but I don't really have the prerequisites to be a social media influencer, or understand how to write a script, or how to engage people, and I don't know how to look at my content and review it and analyze it and then iterate off of it, and I don't know how to write captions, or all of these different aspects that go into creating a good social media page. I don't know how to brand my page or warm it up. It's all been outlined for you in 8 or 9 very easily consumable in video version and written version for anybody that wants that information. It's right inside of our Discord. So you can go to our Discord at the footer of OSSA.AI. There's a Discord link, same as in the header. You can go to the Discord, go to the free game channel, and you can consume all of that information yourself for completely free and know it by the end of the day. So that prerequisite is there, and we've realized that prerequisite is there, and we anticipated it, and that's why Cole built the course that he built.
Yeah, and I think what's really important for anybody that's new here listening to this recording is that we've said it once and we'll say it again. Our mission statement's always been making influence accessible to everyone, and we want to make sure that we're really big on leading with proof and not just making really hollow statements. And same thing goes on the marketing side. This is why, like I said, just to reiterate myself, we don't market that this is how you make $10,000 a month. Until someone's making $10,000 a month with OSSA.AI, you'll never see a tweet like that come out. And I think that's what really differentiates us, is that we're so focused on the long-term vision of truly making influence accessible to everyone. And to back that up, Brennan and I decided to work on a course that took us over 150 hours to make: video version, written version, for anyone who is completely new, all the way up to people who are already crushing it. There's individuals getting value from that course that have been in the game for years, but that all have also been brand new. And I think that's just really important, is because in order for us to truly be able to say that, the course is definitely proof. I think the community that we built is definitely proof, and the success that we're seeing in the Discord. Because what's really interesting is that throughout the entire Discord and in the channels, and if you look back through some of our posts, the concepts that are shared within that course and within the community, within the stage calls, we're not just there saying everyone buy OSSA.AI, everyone use OSSA.AI. The vision is so much larger than just OSSA.AI. We see individuals that are creating different types of content, personal branded content, other faceless pages not using OSSA.AI, leveraging the information we provide, leveraging the information provided within the community to garner influence across all types of short form content. And I think that's really important for you guys to understand, is that I didn't build that course with the idea that let's just have everyone buy OSSA.AI. The idea of that course was to make influence accessible to everyone. And that's our mindset on everything that we do at OSSA.AI. And it far extends beyond purchase a subscription, because we truly believe in OSSA.AI, and the tool is absolutely incredible. And we've seen so many people getting success. We saw an individual a couple days ago get his first sale ever, three videos in on TikTok Shop, leveraging OSSA.AI. So there's so much power and an opportunity within the tool. But what's more important to us is really backing up our statement of making influence accessible to everyone, because that's an incredible mission, and it's a really large one. But we 100% are the first company ever to build a tool that has baked in the understanding of influence into code and AI models, which is something that, to my understanding, has never been done in the history of technology, which is we're incredibly proud of, to be able to say that, because it's one thing to build a tool for individuals that just creates videos, and it's kind of neat because it kind of gets it right, and it kind of pulls stock footage, and we've seen these things. But what we've truly done is, once you understand how to actually influence, right, you're able to multiply that influence through the means of technology using OSSA.AI. And like I said, we've worked for over a year on this, and every single feature that we have, everything that we're building, is centered around how do we help an individual create more leverage per post, aka get more influence per post. And I think the main distinguishing factor between us and everyone else, because people say, what about this competitor? What about that competitor? We really don't see any competitors, because the mission that we're going on, and the approach that we take is so it started from the ground up, and it's so centered around truly building a tool, not some automation platform to generate as much content as possible. But it's so meticulous in every decision that we make in terms of providing features to you guys, our users, that we just have incredible confidence in our roadmap and where we're going and the decisions that we're making. And because we're such a small team, and we're so tied in tightly with the developers, and we're working so hard to really make the best decisions, and we're focused on a long-term vision of really making influence accessible to everyone, it really allows us to stay grounded in the decisions that we make, and not just make decisions just to automate things or make them faster. The goal for us has never been completely, let's just make it as easy as possible. Contrary to belief, that's not really the goal. The goal is to build a tool that allows people to not only create content more efficiently, but also generate influence more efficiently. Which, if you build a software that has influence baked into it and can more so automate the opportunity for influence versus the opportunity for content creation, I would choose the earlier option twice on Tuesday, every day, twice on Tuesday. So yeah, I mean, that's for anybody that's new, that's just a little bit of background on what we're doing and what OSSA.AI is. And, maybe Brennan, you can talk about kind of the roadmap in terms of what's happening right now on the development side, the bugs we're working on, and then this next really big push that we're going to be working through affiliates, and kind of what's the next, couple weeks to months look like.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to. So the biggest thing that I would say is every single feature that we're working on at OSSA.AI is to increase the quality of the outputs on the back end for the end user. And by quality, if I could just wrap that up simply, it's to create to increase diversity between two different outputs and to increase the potential virality of the output. So every single new feature coming, like transitions, new font styles, things like that, are all in the roadmap. So we're not going to give any dates surrounding that stuff, but that stuff is coming soon. What I will talk on is there are a few known bugs that we are aware of and that we're actually actively fixing in the back end right now, which are our number one priority. The first one being some users get a black screen for the first few frames of their video before their first image pops up. It's black for a split second. If that happens to you, please use the chat widget and reach out to our support. Send us the video ID. We'll just confirm that it happened to that video, and then we'll go ahead and take care of you on the credit side for that. So that's number one. And then the second one is sometimes the words are different than what you put in. So the subtitle words are just slightly different than the words that you put in, or the pronunciation is slightly different. That's another thing that we're actively working on. One thing at a time, we're going to tackle both of those things. But if you're experiencing any issues like that with your video generations, just please leverage the chat bot on the website, and you'll get connected to a live agent as long as you're between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Somebody will pick up your call almost instantly, pick up your chat almost instantly, and have a conversation with you. So those are a couple bugs that we know are there. We've already pushed out small fixes for these bugs that have made them far less frequent. But to overall completely get rid of those entirely is a work in progress and something that we'll have done really soon. And so, and then as far as the next push for OSSA.AI, there are a lot of influencers that are very, very excited to start pushing OSSA.AI. We do have an affiliate program with applications open for all users. Any user can apply to be in the affiliate program. It's right inside your tool section. Not everybody will be accepted into it, but you do have the ability to apply into it. And we're super humbled to have all the support from these influencers that are just ready to start pushing OSSA.AI. We just want to make sure on our end that we have these few little bugs that we are experiencing for our first users completely ironed out, and then we want to push it through the affiliates, because we're very big on maintaining relationships. We're not here as a fly-by-night company that's going to be here today and gone tomorrow like a lot of AI companies. We're building something massive, and we're really future-oriented, and we're playing the long game. And so for us, maintaining that relationship with influencers and making sure that we don't harm an influencer's relationship with their audience by their audience purchasing a product that has tiny little bugs with it every once in a while. We just want all that stuff to be gone. So we're going to fix that, and then we're going to move over into allowing influencers to start promoting it and talking about it on X. So really, really excited for this next phase. So just to recap there, we are just patching a few little problems that we've seen that are very, very infrequent at this point and only affect a small number of users. If you do come across any of those problems yourself in your video generations, please let us know. We'll make sure that we take care of you. And then number two, we've got a bunch of features in the pipeline that are actively being implemented in the back end and tested. So super excited there. And then number three, a lot of influencers that are waiting to promote OSSA.AI. So super excited about that.
100%. And I saw a few hands up. I'm going to invite a few people up to speak. If you guys want to come up and ask any questions, say a few words. If not, we'll probably wrap this up pretty shortly here. We do have a Discord call as well every week at 9 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. Eastern, as well as Saturdays as well. So that would be today. We're going to be doing a Discord call in about 37 minutes. So make sure you guys join those as well. Those are great. We always bring our community up. We take questions, we take feedback, we talk about even more in detail what's coming. So feel free to also join up into the Discord if you guys have questions, and come chat amongst the community. A lot of really valuable information is always shared in there. People giving each other feedback, not just on OSSA.AI, but just in short form content in general. So we're really open, and we try to allow the platform of Discord for OSSA.AI to be a platform for all types of short form content, and really just helping everybody learn there. So Brennan, if nobody comes up here, maybe we could close this out and get ready for that Discord stage call.
Yeah, definitely. I would just tell everyone, if you do have a question, then just head over to the Discord stage call in 35 minutes, 36 minutes. That's going to be in the Discord. If you're not inside the Discord, you can go to OSSA.AI, scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page and click the Discord icon or the Discord link, or inside the header, inside like the nav bar at the top, there's a Discord link that you can click on, and that will take you to the Discord. And then join the Discord, go through the onboarding form. And then if you want to start the course, that's in the free game section. And then the call will actually be inside the stage. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And thank you everyone for coming out, and we'll see you guys in the next space on Saturday, or on Wednesday. Sorry.